Hello, I'm the Proper Cuber, and I'm gonna start a project. This project is to get to sub 10 in a month. Now, I average 12 seconds, and that's a 2-second time difference to make up in a month. That's gonna be a challenge, but I think it's doable. And pretty much, I'm just gonna film an average of 100, look at what I have to improve on, and after that, just write out a plan, and then start a month of doing it. I'll make videos updating you on when I make improvements or what I've learned, and I'm still going to be making my normal videos. I'm going to start doing OLLs like for algorithms like the other PLL videos I made before. I'm going to do OLL ones, and I'm just going to cut to the average of 100. Okay, so this is not going to be a time-lapse part. The first 5 solves and the last 5 solves, those aren't going to be a time-lapse. And I'm just going to do a voiceover on my thoughts on these solves and looking at what I need to improve on. So let's just wait till this solve actually starts. So the solve takes roughly 1 to 2 seconds, which is alright. F2L is taking roughly 8 seconds. Not horrible, and that was a 14-second solve, which was actually pretty bad. But let's look at this next solve. So solve cross took 1 second. F2L, let's see, took roughly 7 seconds. And then OLL and PLL, I just need to work on the finger tricks. I'm not really seeing how those are. Once again, cross took roughly 1 second. The video seems to have stopped. Oh, no it didn't, it's just lagging. While I'm doing the voiceover at least. So F2L, this was a bit better, so F2L took like 6 or 7 seconds. Maybe 5. I couldn't really see because of how the voiceover was, but let's look at this next solve. Cross, roughly 2 seconds this time, so that was a pretty bad cross. F2L, roughly 7 seconds. And then this is the final solve before the time lapse. It froze again, sorry for that, but this one I'm pretty sure the cross didn't take too long. It was 1 second or so, and looking at this solve, it's pretty standard, although the execution for OLL and PLL weren't the best. Up, you may notice a cut in between the last solve for this clip and the next solve for the next clip, and that's because I needed to answer the phone. So I accidentally closed the tab, had to reload the page, and I almost forgot to start the camera, but luckily I noticed it and then started it again. Coming up, we have the last average of 5. I'm just gonna once again go over these, and hopefully when I'm recording this voiceover, it won't go mess up. And cross here took 1.5 seconds. F12, pretty nice, so that was 6-second F12. But what really differentiates this solve is my OLL and PLL. This was a really nice execution, and we are going into the second solve. Let's see. Okay, roughly 2-second execution for cross, not terrible. F2L took 5 seconds. Then OLL and PLL standard. That was also 5 seconds for OLL and PLL. And now let's just look at this third solve. Oh, cross took roughly 1 second, but my look ahead isn't the sharpest here. So what's F2L gonna be? Ooh, a pretty long F2L. That was roughly 8 seconds or so. not 8 seconds, 6 seconds. And this is our fourth solve. Let's just see how this one is. And cross took roughly 1.5 seconds. I'm doing F12 stuff. So 7 or so second F12 and a nice U-perm to end it off. Yeah, these weren't my best solves, but my execution for OLL and PLL are what gave them this decent average, rarely average. And this is my fifth solve, so not the best cross or F2L. The same as like usual, bit slower. However, and my execution wasn't as sharp as I messed up right there. And then that's what ended off this solve. And then I'm just gonna look at the final average for this, and it is so as you saw in the previous clip, my average of 100 was 19.8. That was 12 seconds. That was 8 seconds, and that's gonna be my base for what I judge all the rest of my solves on. And start filming another clip where I go over example solves and talk about what I looked at those solves, and I saw that my cross and F2L were pretty good here, but I needed work on my OLL and PLL execution. So I am still going to work on my cross, because when I do solves on my Rubik's connected cube, I see my solves aren't the most efficient. So I am going to work on that. I'm also going to work on F12, just looking ahead and getting some smoother execution for cases. And I'm also just going to talk about my mains. My mains right now are the my Proper Cuber Dianting V2M and my Chi Warrior W. I also set this up and it's magnetized. This is my backup, but I do use it sometimes because it is a really fast cube, and sometimes if I just need if I'm just struggling a bit with OLL and PLL, it's nice to use this because OLL and PLL flow really smoothly through this. And I'm just gonna I'm just gonna cut to where I have a calendar in my journal, and then just go ahead and well, plan it out. Okay, I'm back and I have my calendar. So I'm just gonna plan out what I'm gonna do each week, and this week will just be focused on basic stuff, and then these 2 weeks will be focused on basics, and these 3 will be based on more of overall, more getting techniques down, like cross, F2L, OLL, PLL, and learning algorithms. And I'm just gonna start with this one, and this first day will be for cross. So then I'm gonna have F2L here. I'm gonna have finger trick, OLL, and PLL. Finger tricks. And then this day I'm just gonna be drilling. This will just give you a relative idea what this is going to be, although I'm going to add solving and alg memorization. So this is pretty much what I'm going to have. I'm just going to write it out one more week here. I have taped it in, so this part will look a bit sloppier. Cross, F12, OLL, and PLL. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. So this is just going to be my first more of a boot camp starting out week, and then I'm just going to do. So in these 3 weeks there are 21 days. I'm going to split that among 7 things, so that's going to be 3 days for each. So I'm going to have 3 days of cross, then I'm going to have solving and alg memorization, Then I'm going to have 3 days of F2L. And then solving and algmem. Then OLO and PLL for 3 days. Then algmem. Sorry for my sloppy handwriting. And then it's going to finish it off with drilling, solving, algmem. And then these 2 days, I'm just going to have drilling. And then finger tricks for these last 2 days. Okay, actually, you know what, sorry, I made a mistake here. Let me just erase all of this. Sorry for the squeaking of the table. So OLL and PLL, I'm also going to write in algmem because I'm going to learn algs, and I just need 1 second. Sorry for some background noise. So in these 3 days, I'm also going to do algmem because I'm going to learn OLL and PLL tricks I can do, and after that, I'm going to do solving and then finger tricks and drilling / solving for the last 4 days. 1 second. So this last day is for solving, and I am going to be solving throughout all these days after I'm done with practicing, but I mean, like, this is for dedicated solving and making sure I have everything down. Then these are going to be for finger tricks and drilling into memory. Sorry for that. So solving, and then I'm going to have these 4 days for. Okay, this is probably going to be, I'm just going to stop recording for now because I need do that. I'm pretty sure that was the last time. So these finger tricks, then these will be for these 2 days. Drilling for these, and then this last day is gonna be for actually, you know what, I'm just gonna flip-flop these days because it makes more sense to learn algorithms than solve the next day, but never mind that. And finger tricks, drilling, and then solving, and I'm not gonna learn algs, and then I'm just gonna have, well, actually, I'm just gonna take out Christmas because that's Christmas. Then that's Christmas, so I'm probably gonna be solving Rubik's cubes, and I might make a video that day, but that's gonna be because it's Christmas, and I'm celebrating, and it's Christmas, so yeah. And then here's solving, then cross F2L, OLO, PLL, finger tricks, and drilling. Repeat. Sorry for my first week. Sorry for my messing handwriting, so I'm just gonna go over this. Cross, F2L, OLO, and PLL. Finger tricks, drilling, cross for these 3 days. Solving, alg memorization and solving. F2L for these 3 days. Alg memorization and solving. OLO, PLL, and alg memorization, solving. Finger tricks for these 3 days. Drilling for these 2 days. Christmas, solving, and then repeat first week above here. And to give you a rough idea of when my videos are going to come out, they're probably going to come out on these days where I have after solving the solving day. So on the 10th, 15th, 19th, and 26th. Maybe one on the 23rd, and maybe one on the 24th. Those are, I don't know. And then there are going to be normal videos within this schedule, but those are days you're going to see me just talking about what I've done those past few days. And, oh yeah, there's also going to be one the 5th, and then 31st. And on the 31st, on January the 1st, I'm just going to do an AO100, and that's average of 100, and that'll be determining if I reach sub 10 or not. Hopefully I have, maybe I haven't, but either way, this will get me started on reaching sub 10. So, that's really all I have for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day. Please leave a like and subscribe, and bye for now.